When trying to piece together what had happened that day in the hours before the murder, the police knew that he had visited the local shop at 9:57 a.m, and less than 20 minutes later his car was seen heading to the heath. It just didn't make any sense. Peter was a frail and reserved man who wouldn't hurt anybody, so who would want to hurt him? They knew they were going to need the help of the public if they had any chance of solving this, so they issued a media appeal for information. One person they spoke to was a local dog walker, also named Peter, who had been walking his dog at the same time Peter Wrighton had been killed. He said he saw a man who didn't look right. He was alone, he wasn't walking a dog, and he wasn't wearing the clothes one would expect for someone spending a day in the forest. He had heavy-duty flip-flops, shorts, and a shirt. He had his head down, not looking around, and not attempting to make eye contact or conversation with anyone. Luckily, Peter was able to provide police with a detailed description of the man he had seen, and an e-fit was issued of the person in question, and this would finally give them a lead. A tip-off came through from a psychiatrist, who explained that they had worked with a man called Alexander Palmer, who was 24 years old. Alexander had no previous arrests or convictions, but he had expressed fantasies of carrying out violent attacks against complete strangers, sometimes using a knife. He had previously served in the armed forces as a commando, but there was an incident during his service that would have a massive impact on him. In February of 2014, he had been attacked by a fellow trainee who had stamped on his head violently. This would be the beginning of a decline in his mental health, leading to an eventual medical discharge in November 2015. His parents said, after this, he was like a different person.